missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on type, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked out in an overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Devin Singletary's in his 4th year in Buffalo, and he's coming off career best in carries and yards, and he's hoping that 2022 is the year that Buffalo runs him to his first 1,000-yard season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen on the catch. It's Crowder. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Offside, defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Singletary trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Devin Singletary. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. as they get set for their opening possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Tried to get it that time to James Prochet,
but now it'll be 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll start by running the option to the right, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Allen now on first down. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 4. Back to throw. That one complete to Prochet. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 36 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, this one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, see you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Pass on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. And now here come the Ravens. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Buffalo.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Able to shake him off. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. Stays on his feet. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again, Allen.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
A 15-year career that's been aging like fine wine. Calais Campbell is one of the most respected players in the game. If he can get 6.5 sacks this season, that means he'll have 100 for his career.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
People across the league have Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Singletary to get the drive started. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go right back to Singletary. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
should just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.